Away the stories. What is that?
Drive. Don't touch. I think that's tear jaws.
Probably. Poor Anna's. No,
What
go away.
What?
Go away. Nikki, no. Are you playing? Are you recording?
Yes.
It's recording right now?
Yes. What do you think that
It
is?
doesn't look like it. Oh, okay. I guess I see. Okay. I'm Dave. That's Benjamin.
Laughing? Papa Daisy.
Try to get up higher on this thing. That's hard to do. Why does the dog like me?
Probably smell something tasty on you.
No, because I scratch and pet her. I'm such an idiot. Okay.
Leave.
So what are we talking about?
I figured we could talk about stuff
What stuff?
of like Flare Blitz or something.
What
We might
about
as well talk
Flare
about
Blitz?
him.
What about Fair Blitz?
Yeah, I figured we'd talk about some of the stuff we have.
Such as?
Just some of the stories I wrote,
Okay.
like the lore and such.
What story did you write?
This is a while back when I was in high school, remember?
Yeah.
I showed you.
Yeah, I converted it.
Do you remember what it was called?
Not at all. But I can find it because unlike some people, I have access to everything all the time. Because I'm good at what I do. I'm just good. And I have OneDrive. Do you know how many OneDrives I have?
Way too many.
2. Just 2. You know, where did I put your stuff?
We're barely like 2 minutes in.
I'm trying to find it so we can have it.
We're not even 5 minutes in.
I know we're not 5 minutes in.
It feels like a very slow beginning.
Here is Fair Blitz.
Flare Blitz.
Well,
Pronounce how you want.
I'm going to have to edit it.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, because I've got Fair Blinks. You didn't tell me it was Flare Blitz.
But no, that wasn't.
This is the story that you started off and we converted. And we are still working on.
That wasn't what I was talking about. I meant like chaos. Remember him? The guy who turns into a giant monster?
Chaos. No. Sorry. What guy turns into a giant monster?
Remember. Do you remember we were talking about the priests?
What about the priests?
Okay, Chaos is the guy who mainly only speaks Latin.
Why does he only speak Latin? Nobody speaks Latin as their primary language.
That's basically what Flare Blitz says. Many of the priests understand his language. It takes time for the others to catch up on what he's saying. As some of the people who aren't the priests or working him don't understand 100% what he's saying, they just know it's mostly important.
Okay. Why? How did he only learn Latin?
That's just the language he mainly chooses to speak.
So he knows more than one language. But he prefers to speak in Latin. Why would he be a god?
Because he's the father of our God. It's a fiction, Dad.
That's disgusting. I'm again it.
I said father of Heavenly Father.
I'm again it. Why would Chaos be the father of our Heavenly Father? Things didn't come from chaos.
Not
That's what they are.
No, this is before all the stuff you were thinking about. Before God Himself existed.
Before the beginning of the universe.
Yeah.
But He's an eternal being, so He's always existed.
Everyone has humble beginnings, Dad.
You go from immortal to immortal.
You're paying attention.
Beginning to beginning. You're an eternal creature. See, we're
it's
eternal
fiction,
beings.
Dad. Just let it work.
Mortal
Let me
life.
explaining.
Okay, go ahead. I just disagree.
I thought it'd be a good idea.
I don't. What?
You don't like any of the ideas I had for Flare Blitz.
I
It's
don't
like the
know
Demi
this
Angels.
one. Demi Angels I was okay with. But okay, go ahead, go on with chaos.
See, chaos. Us. Us. And not in chaos as in the stuff that's happening. It's chaos as in nothing in this. Remember, Dad?
Nothingness
That's
is
what I
nothing.
meant.
It's not chaos.
No, Dad. If you remember or to memorize is the story I tried to tell you, or at least pay attention to what I was going for.
I'm sorry. I could have
Or
swore I did.
chaos represented things happening.
Could you close your
Okay,
legs
good.
and put your
Way.
feet on the floor? My
Hey, I feel
goodness.
uncomfortable with my feet going down. Okay?
Yeah, I
It
don't.
feels like something's on my feet.
Okay, then sweep the floor next time. Or wear shoes.
And that doesn't help either. Okay, back to the point.
Mm-hmm.
On chaos,
Sorry.
the older twin, next to his sister, Orter. I'm thinking of changing the gender because I feel the sister thing might be ridiculous.
I think females are generally more identified with chaos. Males are more identified with order.
That's the point of what it is. See, chaos brought good things happening.
But stuff didn't come from chaos.
Not what you're thinking, Dad. Ed, I'm talking about something entirely different. You're thinking something else. Else entirely.
I was thinking of the science.
I'm not referring to science. This is fiction. It's fantasy.
Well, most of science is fantasy. Because it's just stuff we don't know.
I'm not referring to. Ooh, I feel like explaining anyone I'm going for is not making any way to you.
But chaos cannot create order.
They were both born different people, Dad. And Order was a more communistic person.
I could see that if they were really stringent.
Yeah, she didn't bring order in the way she should. Chaos brought that order, which made her envy and hate him. And because he
Weird.
was better than her.
Okay.
So she did things like cast slanders and such.
Did what?
Yeah, she was basically working like the devil. Well, she
Cast slanders?
Yeah,
Is that what you said?
cast just slanders on him and saying bad things and things that weren't true. You know what the devil does. Lie.
Yes. Okay.
Right. She adds lies and tell truths so she can manipulate people. The people chaos punished were bad, like the people who end up in hell. They're bad people, so they end up suffering by the end.
Okay.
And those who end up in heaven have done good things. And get things done.
Mm-hmm.
And
They
right.
get to go back and live with Heavenly Father.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you remembered the I Am Chaos story that I wrote? You would have bothered to remember this.
I read everything in your little book.
That wasn't in the book, Dad.
Well, then how am I supposed to know it?
I gave the papers to you, which you lost.
I don't remember getting any papers from you.
This was years ago, remember?
And how could I have lost it? If you wrote it, it's got to be on somebody's hard drive.
Yeah.
Or in the OneDrive. Is it in Mom's OneDrive?
It's on my school account, Dad.
Oh my goodness, we don't have access to that.
Not anymore, at least.
Well, I don't know. You might try logging into Canvas. You might be able to access it.
For how long?
I don't know. But you could check and see if you could and see if it's still on there and reprint it out. Because If you gave it to me, I read it. That doesn't mean I'm going to remember it. There's tons of things I read I don't remember.
The main thing Order used to incriminate Chaos
Incriminate. Okay. Incriminate him for what?
It's for his appearance, his monstrous appearance.
Why would he look monstrous?
That's the main reason why it's called Chaos. Chaos was because of, what would you say, deformities he had.
Spiderwick had something similar.
You see, he had 2 large wings. One black, one white. One appeared like a bat, one appeared with feathers.
Okay,
It's
weird.
like a bird.
Okay. Interestingly odd. Go ahead.
The head of a dragon.
Which is even weirder.
Again, a body similar to a man. But muscle, but a very, very muscular form.
Mm-hmm.
On each his hands and had different claws. His right hand had bear claws, left had lion.
Oh, that's weird.
He had a scorpion's tail that in many ways could work like a crab claw to a degree, but still pretty poisonous.
Okay.
This, the lower body similar to a goat or satyr with horse hooves.
Horse hooves.
I
It's
can
not
imagine.
actually a satyr lower part.
The lower part was very similar to a goat, Dad.
Yeah.
Well, technically they're pans, but still.
I thought they were satyrs.
No, they're called pans in actual mythology. Satyrs
That's
were
Greek
men with
mythology.
horse tail.
What are they called in Roman mythology?
The satyrs were people with horse tails, Dad. I think they might have been called fawns.
They were called fauns in Roman mythology.
Yeah.
And they were very different than the fauns or satyrs of Greek mythology.
Satyrs were men with horse tails.
What?
Yeah.
No.
No, the actual satyrs in actual Greek mythology were various people with horse tails. Pans were the ones with the lower half of a goat and the horns of a goat too.
Okay.
You
Never
know
heard
why?
that
Because they were
before.
named after the gods of wild.
Right.
Pan.
Pan. But I do not understand that because satyrs have always been equated with male.
That's a Hollywood thing, actually.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's like a 7 Up trained Rudolph.
Yeah.
Or Santa wearing red. when he
So
actually
how
wore
did
green.
Hollywood get control and turn satyrs into
Think any
pans?
Greek
into
mythology
satyrs?
movie, Dad.
Yes, but why would they do that? Why wouldn't they just have
It's
a
like a
dude
horse-
out there with a horse tail?
It's like the sirens.
And that's
See, they
weird
were
having a horse tail.
See, the sirens actually were more like harpies. They had wings and such.
Yeah, I know.
Well, nowadays they're seen as scary more
Don't
people.
yell.
Sorry.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
I've always seen them as like a harpy.
Yeah, but in many scenarios, like remember that bit in Ice Age 4 Continental Drift, sirens were more like mermaids, but scary, really aquatic.
Yeah, I never thought of them as that. That's not how they were described in.
The Greek mythology, yeah.
Yeah, that's not how they were described in the Odyssey.
But good to know you actually know your Greek mythology.
I do my best.
Sava's Percy Jackson movies actually were pretty accurate with most of the Greek mythology, such as most relationships must be about sex.
Gross. I didn't want to hear about that.
Yeah, that's actually how you
And
describe
that's not
any
how
in Greek mythology.
a relationship based on sex isn't a relationship.
Yeah.
It's just a hookup.
Basically,
It's
all
disgusting.
things in Greek mythology were. Why do you think
Yeah.
Hera stuck with Zeus? Why do you think most of the people Aphrodite he had fall in love with just wanted to bang each other?
No,
Sorry.
watch your language. Just stop. Don't do the slang like that. Oh my goodness.
Barmaid, when it came to love, Hera is the trustworthy one.
No, she wasn't. She just didn't have sex with anyone other than Zeus.
She's still at the closest to any actual old marriages.
She was the only one that remained faithful to
Yeah.
a wedding vow. Zeus didn't, because the significance of that matchup is that your wife is supposed to stay home and be loyal to you all the time. You don't have to be. You can go out and scum around like some idiot. And what the Greeks would do and how they would treat
You know
their
what I'm
wives
saying is
horrible.
Aphrodite. I mean, he's a goddess of things more like lust and such.
Yes, I know that.
Well, Hera, tries to represent actual love.
Yeah, but none of the other Greek gods represented anything other than the foulest.
Of everything, really.
Yeah, the foulest of every action.
Yeah, I mean, Poseidon in the Percy Jackson movie, take what you actually would expect Poseidon to do and blame someone else for his problem.
Of course he would. All the Greek gods did that. They always blamed somebody else for their actions or inactions, or for whatever was done to them or done for them. If
Yeah.
it was bad, it was somebody else's fault. If it was good, I
Most things that were good that were actually happening usually are against things like Zeus. It was like when he kidnapped at the river god's daughter. A king ratted him out. But Zeus wanted payback, so he had the guy die early.
did.
God smarted them twice.
Zeus did horrible things to punish people who he got mad at.
There were a few times when it's justified, like when his son unfed his grandson to Zeus, fed Zeus his grandson. Remember that story?
No, I don't remember that story.
Or some crazy guy who claimed to have banged Zeus's wife. Sorry.
Would you stop with
I'm
that?
sorry.
Oh my goodness.
When in actuality he did it with a cloud nymph that Zeus made look like Hera.
Okay, it's disgusting.
That's how centaurs were made.
Yeah, let's not dwell on that anymore. Go back to chaos.
Yeah, anyway,
Anyway.
a chaos. Gus learned how to bring actual order because he went into the one being that actually he knew things. You see, he in many ways is a being who was there before any beginnings.
Who? Chaos?
No, black hole.
Oh my goodness.
In many, black hole. Oh, this is back when before other things existed. The two specific races. This is the light and the dark, morning and day. I mean, morning and night. Yeah. They were constantly fighting, trying to kill each other.
Okay.
And in chaos, was trying to unite them, but kept failing, and got fed up and just extracted his spear. He ran, plunged it down, and split it in two. The people of light, morning, go on one side. People of dark, or night, go on the other side.
Okay.
That didn't stop them from fighting. It didn't.
But get to black hole.
Yeah, black hole ultimately decided to stay in the chasm he made.
Who is black hole?
Ate with his lady wife and soon reborn children.
Okay. This is just getting weird.
Black hole is a being of secrets. He knows many things. He tells those who's anything who are willing to listen.
Okay. What did chaos go to him for?
Simple. Chaos. Yes. And order were born from a male of darkness and a female of light.
Okay.
Right, which formed a somewhat treaty between the two.
Okay, so explain why Chaos went to go see Black Hole.
Yeah, he heard rumors about what would lie in the chasm.
What in the chasm?
That Black Hole, a powerful being whose wisdom would enlighten or empower anyone, was in the chasm.
Why did Chaos go to
He
see
wanted to see
Black Hole?
the Black Hole to learn the truth to the rumors. Like many people who go to church.
What rumors? What rumors was he concerned with?
They said, well, many said Black Hole was an evil being who should be slain, but people were too afraid to go near it. Others said he was a being of good and wanted.
It still doesn't
learn knowledge from
explain
him.
why he went to Black Hole.
It's a work in progress.
Okay.
Yes. The main premise is he found the chasm, found the almighty the all-knowing Black Hole, I mean.
Okay, and then what did he do?
Let's see. First, let's describe Black Hole's appearance.
Oh, no.
What? There's a toga made out of a lion's skin, white. Here he is.
Okay.
He has a mighty spear with him. Is always wearing a helmet.
My.
I thought it'd be a good way to show.
He's wearing a toga with a helmet. What kind of helmet?
Oh, it's as you know. Oh, it's kind of what you imagine in some Greek movies, with his broad wings going out and a thing going on the head. With a very strong stone design to it.
Why would it be of stone? Steel is better.
It's referring to the fact that the stones have secrets.
Okay.
And he knows the secrets.
And so, what did Chaos get from Black Hole?
Simple. Republic. Like the United States. Republic.
A form of government.
Yeah, knowledge on how things should be done.
Okay.
That there should be freedoms.
Okay.
Trust.
Okay.
Trust. A reason to work hard.
Now, why did Chaos need this?
Because as his sister, as the being of order, or at least what they thought she'd be, she sucked. She wasn't helpful at all. All she did was make things worse.
How did she make things worse?
She just helped people that gave her for things. Shiny things. Powerful things. Anything big, expensive, and shiny, you give it to her, she helps you with your problem.
Okay.
If not, you're to be killed.
Okay.
She didn't really help people solve their problems. She just wanted power. She just wanted to be the only one with power.
So, how does this affect Chaos?
Because he saw suffering. He saw diseases, famines.
Okay. Those were caused by order?
No, basically, she wasn't really helping people like she should. So Chaos took it upon himself to find something that could. And he heard things in Black Hole. People said he knows something. So.
Okay, I think that's enough for today.
Want to work on it with me later on, tomorrow or something?
Yeah, later on tomorrow will be fine. All right.
Yeah.
Love you.